Hi, it's Charlie giving you Monday's market commentary, and I hope you're very well. I'm going to just quickly talk about the upcoming 10k to 100k webinar. So it's the 10 to 100 webinar, which is the last ever webinar that I'm intending to do on this. So I'm bringing this whole thing to a close, and I'll explain why I'm doing all of that and keeping it and bringing it to an end on the webinar itself. So I'm going to be going through all of the accounts again, running through all the things that were good during the whole webinar, during the period and the challenge, and the things which weren't so good during the challenge. What I've learned personally from the challenge, what I feel I could do better, what I feel that I've done really well, and how I feel that transposes across to any other trader, and what other traders can look to do in order to, if they wanted to emulate that. For example, if a trader said, do you know what, I would like to try and see if I can turn 10k into 100k, or 5k into 50, or whatever it might be, or 1k into 10, depending on the individual. So I shall go through all of my recommendations in that regards to how I believe profitable trading from a discretionary perspective, so from a manual trading is concerned, how I believe traders can do it and be successful, and my tips for being successful as an independent trader. So I'm going to go through all of that with you. It's going to be a great webinar. Got loads of stuff to go through. It's going to be a bit hard hitting at times. So there's a lot, and there's a couple of surprises as well. So there's going to be a lot of information in that webinar. So I do hope you can make it to that one. It's like I said, it's the grand finale. So I do hope you can come. So that's the next week on Thursday, the 26th of May. Okay, I better just double check my diary and make sure I've got that right. Yes, I have. Right. Okay. Outside of that, I'll put a link if I can get it on, because it's a bit of an awkward one this time. I'll put it on to this email as well. So I'll see if I can get that sorted out. So let's have a look here. I'm looking at the dollar yen. The dollar yen had this nice move up from the lows, and it's, as we can see, for the last 5 days, it's pretty much been range bound. But ultimately, I'd quite like to see it. And although the dollar yen could have a dip, ultimately I'd quite like to see it come up higher yet, potentially as high as that daily 100. So that's a potential that I'm looking at there. So I'm watching this dollar yen to see if we can have a breakout of this zone, basically. And outside of that, I think I'm going to keep it nice and short and sweet, and say have a great week, and I'll be back in touch on Friday. Hopefully this Friday I won't have been out on a stag do or anything like that, like last week. But it was amusing to come back and have to try and complete the video, having had one or two beers, which was rather amusing, but I got there in the end and got it out. Right, I shall leave you to it. Have a great week. See you on Friday.